I'm ready.
Stage 1. Seesaw. Unlimited scoring. Best 2 hits. Reload required between first and last shot.
That was uncomfortable.
Stage 2. Early movie. Unlimited scoring. Best 2 hits. Beer cooler must be thrown beyond line. Stage 3. Concession stand. Unlimited scoring. Best 2 hits. Reload required between first and last shot.
I know, man. It's all right. Gotta be very, very ginger, very careful.
Stage 4. Steer clear. Limited scoring. Best 2 hits. Reload required between first and last shot.
It didn't hurt? Oh shit, that's gonna be tough.
Hey, it didn't take that shit. It did take it.
The stage video that follows provides an excellent example of comparator function while consciously executing the shooting motor program, so I thought it might be beneficial as a learning point. This slide is an excerpt from my handgun principles class, which I covered in greater detail in a previous video that I'll link to in the description. To get ahead of a common question, in my curriculum, trigger represents the second priority, the first being grip, as you must be able to first hold the handgun properly to be able to shoot without disturbing alignment. Anyway, in this closed-loop, consciously executed motor control example, trigger manipulation starts with a conscious decision, and the executive, that is the brain, selecting the controlled trigger press, or simply CTP, shooting motor program, based on the engagement metrics of time, distance, accuracy, and/or risk. Recognizing the need for precision and movement, the executive sends the CTP shooting motor program to the effector, which is the body part doing the movement, in this case, the trigger finger. The effector trigger finger moves in a slow enough manner that continuous feedback during movement can be sent to the comparator, that is, the error detection center in the brain. Because the mind is so involved in process of trigger finger movement, if errors are detected by the comparator, those errors are sent back to the executive for modification or termination of the movement altogether. The modification or termination motor program is then sent back to the effector trigger finger. As the graphic at the bottom of the slide depicts, this revolution between executive, effector, and comparator effectively closes the loop, hence the name closed-loop motor control. As a reminder, open-loop motor control is the polar opposite, using subconscious execution to quickly complete movements, bypassing the comparator altogether. This is where the accelerated trigger press, or simply ATP, shooting motor program lives. Because the effector trigger finger movement is so fast and the comparator bypass, the ATP movement cannot be corrected while being performed. Lastly, during the video, you will hear me talking to myself after the error, the pre-ignition push, is detected and trigger finger movement is stopped, then restarted correctly. Self-talk verbalization is just one technique used to keep yourself using closed-loop motor control's comparator function for precise movement demands, like pressing the trigger correctly when shooting single-handed at targets 7 to 10 yards distant. Okay, let's now watch the stage video and see how my comparator, represented by Hubcat, detects the pre-ignition push and then stops the movement of my trigger finger before I complete the trigger press and fire the pistol.
Stage 5. Gosh darned demand. Unlimited scoring. Best 2 hits. Reload required between first and last shot. Targets 1 through 4 are dominant hand only, and targets 5 through 7 are support hand only.
Hello?
Come on, Luca.
Stage 6. Accosted. Unlimited scoring. Best 2 hits. Reload required between first and last shot.
Is the driving cat, the cat who could drive a car.
That's a wrap. If you have any questions, post them in the comments section below. And hey, if you're digging my videos, then do me a solid and hit the like, subscribe buttons, and bell if you want to be notified when I upload material. Until next time, take care, and remember, where there's a will, there's a way. Don't let anything keep you from pursuing your passion.